These are the sounds that he always will make when he starts streaming. Okay. Hello, Specklad. Everything appears set up. Make sure the game window is correct. Yep, everything's good. Everything's good. Mallow's not here, so everything's good. And almost 1,000! Sorry, 10,000! 10,000 cycles on my desk exercise bike that I haven't reset the count on since Thursday. If it was one subscriber for every cycle on my exercise bike, I would be a very, very fat man. I'm doing that backwards. I'm doing, if my number of subscribers was the number of cycles on the exercise bike, I have not gotten my money's worth out of this exercise bike. Well, it's very important that you know, Specklad, that I'm streaming. It's crucial information. And the fact that you're watching the stream is not verification that you are seeing it. If I just go to the YouTube front page right now, will it be like, hey, maybe you should watch your own stream? Will it recommend me? No. Nope. YouTube does recommend my own videos sometimes. It frequently recommends my videos from my other channels, but it does occasionally recommend my videos from my own channels, and it's from my own channel, period. And it's like, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I did saw that one. I was there. Oh, everything seems to be working. Good.
Boo-doo. Alright, now I'm gonna... Okay. Now I'm gonna get myself a Moxie.
Moxie is the perfect beverage to accompany Yahweasel.
Ultima.
And Ultima. Not a sponsor,
anything, really.
Shockingly.
Yet. You will get your Moxie sponsorship in due time.
Moxie, if you want, I will be the best promotion Moxie has had in literally 100 years.
Yeah. Which is to say, 4 viewers.
Yes. I mean, it's not much, but still. And Moxie, if you want to talk Canadian franchising, imagine a world in which, I own a restaurant or something. There's nothing I can do for that, but still, it would be good. I don't know which of my various sounds H H H H H H H H H H H H H H is supposed to represent, Specklat.
It's supposed to represent, but
right.
How do you represent that?
What is the IPA
Also,
symbol for? Is it like a
it
X
might be
with a thing?
an X. I need you to share your screen.
Define
me.
Need.
I mean, I could just not stream with you.
Is that chai chi? Sveklad? I never remember whether it's chai or chi.
Yes, it is. Kai, I think, actually.
Oh, that's right. It's neither. It's Kai. I think you're right. Yeah. Chai chi. Tai chi. Tai. Wow. I was trying to say Thai tea. Surely the name for tea in Thai is something in the chai family of names, not something in the tea family of names.
I don't know. I think it's just as likely to be something in the tea family of names. The tea family comes from Southeast Asia too. The chai and the tea family come from Southeast Asia.
Oh. Tao Kai Tai Chi.
It's tea if by sea, cha if by land is the rule.
Oh.
Let's see. So what language were you asking about?
Thai.
Thai. Is it on this list?
I mean, tea presumably came to Thailand via sea, because everything came to Thailand via sea.
Yeah, that would make sense. It looks like cha, which means it came by land. I mean, Thailand is right in between,
and yeah, it's
right in between India and China. So
yeah. What if it originated there? Asks Specklat. Do we actually know where? I mean, surely, we might biologically know where the tea leaf comes from, but do we actually know culturally? Seems like it's probably too old.
Origin and history. Botanical origin. Tea plants are native to East Asia, and the probable center of origin of tea is near the source of the Irrawaddy River, from where it spread out fan-wise into southeast China, Indochina, and Assam. Thus, the natural home of the tea plant is considered to be within the comparatively small fan-shaped area between Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram, along the Burma frontier in the west, through China as far as the Zhejiang province in the east, and from this line generally south, through the hills of Burma and Thailand to Vietnam.
Interesting. More, I don't know why I associated it with, mentally associated it with more, coastal regions. That makes no sense.
No, it's
more
mountain.
Inland than I expected. More mountainous than I expected. Yeah. The mountain crop.
At least in the warm tropical areas, it's a mountain crop. I think if you get into the mid latitudes, it's more of a low level.
Yeah,
crop.
yeah. Beloved the world over by people who don't know what good things taste like.
That's what we call wrong. I mean, I know the Brits like tea, and the Brits don't know what flavors are. So that does fit what you're suggesting.
I mean, I don't think that Brits liking or disliking anything is any proof of anything, basically.
Yeah. Good old Captain John's hornpipe.
Da, 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 the stream cannot hear that. Da, 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 da. Hello, Zhwook.
Greetings, JWC.
No, it's pronounced Zhwook.
Jesus Weasel Christ.
Jesus Weasel Christ, that's it. Somebody is deeply offended by saying Jesus Weasel Christ, and to that somebody I say, you probably deserve to be offended a bit, so.
Jeezel Weasel.
Jeez Weasel. That's getting out of the land of, like, slightly insulting to idiots and more just into the land of, like, cutesy.
Look at that widow Jeezel Weasel.
What is it? What did Clyde call Bit yesterday? You something little weasel.
I don't know. What did he call Bit?
You cheeky little weasel.
Wow.
You cheeky little weasel. So weird. Please insert Underworld disc. Oh, of course. In retrospect, duh, I did in fact save in hell.
Jwook wants to know if your sitcom intro is that cheeky little weasel.
Hold your wish, you cheeky little weasel. That's it. Specklad's got it. I don't know why my sitcom intro is in half Scots, half English. Hold your wish, you dafty.
How'd you wished, mate?
This is, wow, that's horrendous. This was a fabulous place to save. Absolutely no flaws.
Well, we were trying to see if we could find the way out by finding Lord British's boat, cruise boat.
Put your trues back on. Presumably missing comma. Yaw. What? His drug smuggling boat. Yeah, I suspect Lord British was probably smuggling drugs into the underworld. Into, out of, I don't know, both. It's a supply and demand thing. They don't have surface drugs, and the surface people don't have underworld drugs. Why would I know that in Scots, trews is trousers? Why would I know that? Just because I know, hold your wish, you dafty. I only know that from ChatGPT. Years ago, this was actually pre-ChatGPT now that I think about it, I asked the OpenAI playground to make a letter in Scots announcing that Scotland and Catalonia were seceding from the United Kingdom and Spain and forming the United Kingdom of Scotland and Catalonia, and then to translate that from Scots into Catalan. And
was that the same one that Trudeau was supposed to be?
No. I've also done many things with Canadian prime ministers saying and doing weird shit in
Yes.
OpenAI, but no. This was the one that was "Hold your waist, you dafty," which is just a great way to start a political announcement. Let's play a video game. Let's immediately regret playing a video game. Mong bats in the Monctons. Well, time to be bored by the battle system in this game for days. Hope that's what you wanted, because that's what you're getting. Boy, this is unbridled excitement. I am enwrapped by this video game. Oop, let me just aim at nothing. Good. Druk has no understanding of me as a person at all. Our elf is pretty hurt. I don't like how hurt our elf is. But if games aren't fun, are they games? Asks Druk in chat. Very philosophical. I mean, this game is fun. It's just also torture. That's the gambit. In an early Oxid video, those haven't actually gone out yet, but I'm editing them. In an early Oxid video, I said something like, I actually really like this game. It's just also one of the worst experiences I've had in my entire life. And that's, you know, I'm having a similar feeling every time I play an Ultima game, too. I really like this game. It's just also one of the worst experiences imaginable.
Two things can be true.
Yeah, these aren't contradictory statements.
Two contradictory things can be not contradictory.
These aren't contradictory. These non-contradictory things are non-contradictory. You know what?
Speclad notes that you get this feeling when you play any game, so...
No. That is selection bias. Watch me play Baldur's Gate 3 with 0 intelligent half-orcs. That is pure, unbridled joy. It's just that, you know, for streams, I usually play obscure games, and obscure games are often obscure for a reason. Sometimes we shouldn't overturn those stones, but I do. That's what I do. I turn over the stones.
Stones, which is an important tune in Ultima.
What games do you like, Always? Oh, seriously, asked Druk in chat. I don't know. I realized something about myself, which is part of why Let's Playing works for me. Not works in the sense of like anybody watches, but works in the sense of like it's a way I can play games, is that whenever I am playing a video game, some part of my brain is going, yeah, but you could be being productive right now. And even though, obviously, Let's Playing is not productive in any real sense, just the fact that it is like a structured activity rather than just like a casual, you know, oh, I'm just gonna go play a video game, slightly silences that voice. So silencing the voice that says, yeah, but you could be being productive right now. Like, right now, I could be working on RT on Wii. I've been working on Firefox support for video encoding and decoding. I've got the media recorder layer working, and it's going and demuxing the live media recorder video data, and it's getting correct VP8 data, but like there's some weird things that VP8 has these alt-ref frames, and nobody should have any clue what the hell I'm talking about because I am so far out into the weeds, but that's still in my brain. Even while I'm doing this, that's still there. It doesn't go away.
Speclad, that's his point. If he was playing while not streaming or recording, then he wouldn't be providing that valuable service to humanity.
Exactly. Yeah. The fact that I am streaming this makes it feel like there's a certain degree of, I mean, productivity. Because the thing is, like, it's not productive in the sense of like, you know, I am, well, yes, I'm providing a service. This is a necessary, important service. It's productive in a different sense, but it sort of clicks the right productivity thing in my brain that I feel like I am being, in some sense, productive. It's not anxiety, Joik. I don't particularly feel anxiety. It's just that there's always that little voice in the back of my head that's like, you could be being productive right now. How is that anxiety? That's not anxiety. A desire to be a productive member of society is not anxiety. It rhymes with anxiety. That guy on the right is really giving me a bad time right now.
He's gonna make you step forward.
We live in anxiety, says Speclad in chat. We do live in an anxiety. I agree. I agree with that nearly incoherent statement. I don't think I can hit from this angle, definitely not. Maybe. Yay! Yay! Do you even anxiety, bro? Says Jared in chat. Okay, so half my team is extremely hurt.
And there's more Mongbats to fight.
And there's more Mongbats to fight. So we're just gonna cast Vast Deferens on Shamino.
And what a vast difference that made.
Your pun is disgusting, and my pun was very funny and clever. Even though they're the same pun. Mo bats to fight, says Specklad in chat. I might have Elf step back just so that she's a little bit less of a specific target, because that was not working out. I stridently disagree with the assertion that the phenomenon I was talking about is a form of anxiety. I don't think that's anxiety. I'm not anxious about being productive. I just would prefer to be productive. Is that all anxiety is? Is it just anxiety and jealousy actually the same emotion?
Jealousy.
You know, you want what somebody else has. Productivity.
That is even more of a stretch.
That's envy. Sorry. Jealousy. Wait. Which is which? Wait. Yes. No. Wait. There's a subtle distinction between jealousy and envy, but I don't remember what it is anymore. I don't know how to feel any emotions, and anxiety is, oh my god, Katrina! What's happening? I'm anxious I feel anxiety towards Katrina's current health situation. That's anxiety. Now that is irony. Katrina's making me anxious! I thought they were the same thing, says Specklad, presumably of jealousy and envy.
Yeah, apparently jealousy is when you're worried someone else is trying to get what you have.
Yes, because you jealously protect. Yeah. Katrina's dead. Katrina is deceased.
I mean, it's fine.
Why didn't you heal Katrina if you love her so much, says Specklad in chat. So, healing while you're in battle, like under attack, fails sometimes. So I was just planning on getting her out, and then I was going to heal her after battle. But she didn't escape, so good. It's pronounced G-louse, says Drunken Chat. Oh. I don't know what to do about this situation, because I don't really want to drag Katrina's corpse around.
If lousy is from the root louse, is jealousy from the root G-louse?
I mean, I can make In Money Corporation, which resurrects. Oh, it's
That's
Circle
true.
8, never mind.
Well, you can make it, you can't use it.
Oh, what happened there? I sneezed. My attempt to make a sneeze sound brought up such an overwhelming amount of phlegm that my voice immediately became phlegmy and disgusting. So I hope y'all appreciated that. Guess who didn't save between those battles?
I almost suggested it, but then I didn't.
Druk, I am incapable of being disgusted by words enough to not want to eat. I have never been in the situation where, like, somebody has said something and that has made my desire to eat change in any way. People get... So, like, there's a popular... popular-ish, Indian restaurant near me that I'm not a fan of, and a colleague of mine was trying to convince me of why they're so good, and he got me to order what is his favorite dish, which I described as having the consistency of phlegm when you've been sick. I didn't like it. I found it vile, inedible, and disgusting, and my just describing it as having the consistency of phlegm when you've been sick put him off of his meal. So... And it didn't put me off of the rest of my meal. I still ate the rice and such. I just didn't eat the phlegm pudding that was the sort of main central dish.
Well, it could have been like a yogurt-based, and...
No.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't. I have no idea how they would make that consistency, but the sauce was too brown for there to be any appreciable amount of dairy in it.
Maybe it was like a halfway towards aspic situation.
Yeah, just like the gelatin from the meat. Yeah, I don't know. It was. I'm sure, the people who just don't have as much trouble with textures as I do would find it delicious. My colleague finds it delicious, obviously. I love curry, Dwick. Curry is fantastic.
Well, he doesn't find it delicious now.
He does. It was only in that one instant that put him off his meal. I haven't permanently ruined that dish for him.
Maize and grinded peanut, like, together?
Ew, why would you have those things together?
Peanut butter on
corn? What the hell was that voice?
Or are you suggesting them as two different things that people might? I don't know what you're suggesting, Van Whitman.
Just grits and peanut butter. I have my grits with peanut butter.
I guess grits is made from maize.
I have only once in my life had grits, and I remember not liking it because of its texture, but I was very young, so for all I know, I love grits.
It's just like oatmeal, but corn instead of oats.
See, oatmeal, I mean, aside from the fact that, of course, most oatmeal is made from dairy products, which I wouldn't like, oatmeal made from water, which nobody else would like and would call gruel, I don't find the texture... I wouldn't choose it, but I don't find the texture insulting or anything.
That's kind of how I feel towards it, too, and same with grits, for that matter. I would say that the texture is slightly different.
I love biscuits and gravy, Dwick. I love biscuits and gravy. Mind you, again, I am gonna be the weirdy who's like, yeah, but can you make it with maybe a tomato gravy or something instead of cream gravy, like it traditionally is made from?
Is almost always made from a white gravy.
Yeah. It's traditionally a cream gravy. I actually have had Velveeta, Dwick. Its texture doesn't resemble anything else on Earth, except PVC.
Yeah.
Tastes like plastic because it is plastic.
But it is, like American cheese, good in a grilled cheese sandwich. For those who like cheese.
Okay. I mean, I guess it is just hyper-processed cheese, isn't it? So it's probably not particularly distinct from American cheese. Let me tell you, Cincinnati-style chili. Now we're talking. Now we're talking Americana. Get a little bit of cinnamon in there, a little bit of nutmeg. Serve it on spaghetti. Insult everyone who's like, how dare you put chili on spaghetti? Ah! Delicious. Random, have you ever had real... says Dwick in chat. Since I have no idea what that word means, I'm going to go with no.
Van Whitman, when you say corn flour, are you using, you mean what we call in America cornstarch, I'm guessing? Because yes, you can very easily make horrible. Because, yeah, in the U.S., corn flour is more often associated with masa, because it's near Mexico.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever heard people describe masa as corn flour. I've only ever heard it called masa, but I guess that's a perfectly sensible name too. If I hear corn flour, I assume you're talking about cornstarch.
Yeah, I mean we would never call it in the U.S. We would never call it corn flour because of what I just explained. But like when we hear corn flour on like British cooking shows and stuff, we know that they mean cornstarch, or that they mean what we call cornstarch.
I doubt that is true of most Americans. I suspect that most Americans, if you I agree with you. Gave them a British cooking show, they would be like, "What the hell is corn flour?" I use corn flour all the time. Corn flour is my preferred gravy flour.
But you can go too far with it.
Yeah, but I don't think that the texture of something that is over corn-floured is unpleasant or anything like the disgusting texture I was describing. I don't find it flammy
Probably
at all.
Not, yeah. I mean, it tends towards that non-Newtonian Play-Doh the more that it goes. Yeah, so I agree, that's not really, like, snot-y.
Yum.
Phlegmy. You might want to save this time, by the way.
There, I saved.
Juwak, haven't you seen I think they call it oobleck, where it's just cornstarch / corn flour and water, where it becomes more solid the more force is applied to it, and more liquid the less force is applied to it?
It's a non-Newtonian fluid. It's actually, non-Newtonian fluid is a slightly weird name because the whole point is that it's not a fluid when you apply. Like, when I hear non-Newtonian fluid, the word fluid makes me think, well, it's certainly going to behave like a fluid, so maybe this is something that kind of behaves like a gas and kind of behaves like a liquid?
No, that's a supercritical.
That's it. I was going to say, yeah, like a supercritical liquid, or a supercritical fluid, rather. A supercritical fluid is a fluid that is non-Newtonian. So, the exact sequence of words does apply. Juwak, you mean physics and me, not friends, but I suppose that grammar and you are not friends either.
I think Juwak means physics and I, as long as there's an R after that.
But there isn't an R. This isn't copula elision. This is just statement physics and I, statement not friends.
But neither of those is a complete sentence.
So what? It doesn't have to be a complete sentence. They're just objects. You're supposed to make the complete sentence.
Yes, I'm making the complete sentence by putting an R between them.
Copula in. I refuse to accept copula elision in English because I'm racist. That joke is so obscure that most people probably won't understand what is supposed to be the joke there.
Which is just the way you like it.
Exactly. There is a joke here. Good goddamn luck figuring out what it is. Good. You hit elf. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. Good. You hit Chimino. Hit Katrina. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. Man, one battle with these Mongbats is hard enough. 2 battles is apparently impossible. Cannot be done.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Nothing on any of your responses, Juwak. Deal with it! Stop hitting your friends! Friends are not foes! This is really bad. My entire front line is, like, dangerously injured.
Friends are fish, not foes.
100% true, that sequence of words you just said that made no sense. Well, I mean, at least we're all against the southern edge of the screen so we can escape easily. That's good, right?
When you need to.
When I need to, very, very shortly. And at least that won't affect my valor because my valor is pegged at 0. Since I have no valor, problem solved. I'm not testy today, I'm just tired. Everything's 100% perfectly good.
You're not going to finish this battle. You might as well just run now.
No, I want to run now. I was running when everybody was below 80. There was actually a rule there.
Now you get to try to rest up before those spiders.
It's too bad that saving does actually take a turn. Like, that's exceedingly annoying. And then I press ready instead of hole up. No one is in good enough shape to be a watch!
I mean, whose fault is that?
Yours! I don't know why. I can't find any excuse for it to be yours, but I'm still gonna say it's yours.
I mean, I could have suggested that you get one person out at higher
You
health.
know as well as I do that I wouldn't have actually followed that suggestion.
That's fair.
I like the tone on that. Well, I could have suggested this. You know as well as I do that I wouldn't have followed your suggestion anyway, damn. So, like, combative. Just don't set a watch, suggests Specklad. No effect! Cool! I may as well have not set a watch!
Well, I mean, you can just remember, you're supposed to just keep doing it until it works.
Yeah, but the enemies are at the gate.
Well, you're still gonna have to do it.
You always drunk on soda, says Van Whitman in chat. I am drinking filtered water. But it is just filtered.
Filtered water that is in your Moxie.
No, it is just filtered, and the filtered water around, or the water around here is like ultra hard, so I'm probably drunk on like dissolved minerals in my water. That's a thing,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you got some calcium carbonate.
Drunkenness, toxicity. My stomach is completely lined with a thin.
It's calcified.
It's got lime scale. I'm drunk on the lime scale in my stomach.
Or maybe you're drunk on the CLR that you drank to clean it off.
Oh, is that not the right way to deal with that? I thought that was what CLR was for. Vosteferins on yourself. Vosteferins on Shamino. If I don't ignite a torch, then nothing out in the darkness is real. That's an important thing to understand.
I mean, if you can't see them, they can't see you.
Exactly. If I can't see them, then they can't see me. What, Jwek? What? What are you complaining about? What's wrong with the spell that I'm casting?
Hello, spider.
Bad power word wank, says Drunk in chat. Okay, that was fun.
I think in this entire stream so far, you've literally made it 2 steps.
No, I've made it 0 steps. That is my first actual step. Prior to that step, I had moved 0 steps. All I had done was survived, kind of, getting attacked by monsters.
Well, this should thankfully be an easy battle.
And then we all died. But, so no. Here's what you have to understand about my relationship with Ultima. Every Ultima game is really good. It's just also really awful. Like, they have such great ideas, and sometimes it's just poor execution, and sometimes it's that they have good ideas and also a lot of really bad ideas, and they just mix those together. I saw another Mong bat. Well, I'm at full health. What could possibly go wrong? Look, when I played the original Ultima, I played the original Ultima, the basic version for Apple II. None of this remake bullshit. I played the one that is so damned slow. Oh, I was gonna say, so I had the thought that this was the first time that I'd need to, like, play most of the game in fast motion. But actually, no. Ultima, the very first Ultima, the basic version is so slow. I played it mostly at 4X. I forgot.
I remember that.
This is fine. Everything's great. This is fine. Everything's great. Absolutely no problems. That was not even a sentence. Physics and me, not friends. Physics and I, not friends. Physics and me, not friends. I mean, I get your copula elision point, but somehow...
Like, in my mind, when I read those 2 lines, I put a comma in between them. And make it 1 sentence, even though it's 2 lines. Just because it's 2 lines to me doesn't mean that there's a period.
Well, no. See, when I put a comma in it, I'm still thinking of it as just a sentence fragment, but you're thinking of it as a complete sentence with copula elision.
I was trying to think of a way that you could make it to where the first one would be, but I think I can. I think you could say, regarding physics and me, comma. And then,
well, yeah,
we are
that's
not friends.
That's
so yeah, that would be another way to interpret the what's being elided.
Yeah, well, so I think that if you think of it, were you expecting us to talk this much about your sentence fragment there, Drunk? I think that it is perfectly valid just to think of it as a couple sentence fragments. Like, it doesn't have to be thought of as anything elided from a sentence. But then, like, why am I complaining about the grammar of sentence fragments? There's no
that's what I was getting at when
fragments.
I said it's not a complete sentence. That's exactly what I was getting at. I was like, it doesn't matter then. You could use either one.
I think that if you... I'm now going to make an argument about sentence fragments.
Yes, you are. And I'm just going to let you make it.
If you have a noun phrase as a sentence fragment, surely that's in the, that's like the object inflection. I mean, I would have to talk to, like, somebody whose first language has more inflection than English does, because, like, obviously in English, unless you're using me/I, it almost never matters whether it's a subject or object. But I would assume that, like, if you in German or I don't know, any of the Romance languages, that if you say a fragment, a sentence fragment, you know what? No, I'm certain that it is actually a fragment of a sentence, and you say it in subject if it would have been the subject of the sentence. I've gone mad fighting mongbats. I've gone completely insane fighting mongbats. Look at what's happening. My brain is gone. You need oxygen, says Drunken Chat. I mean, we are in the underworld. Caves running out of air is a problem, right? Yeah, that's why they have canaries. Yes, okay.
Yes, I mean, canaries are usually in mines.
It's poisonous
right?
gas, yeah, and it's more of it's a mining situation rather than caving. But I think caves just because like you breathe
certainly
it, and
caves
stale.
caves can fill with carbon dioxide.
Yeah,
for sure. Often caves that people explore are going to have enough crack connections to the outside that it's not going to be.
They're going to have enough cocaine connections to the outside that it's not that big of a deal. Vast Dragon says, what the hell are you talking about? Look, when the battle system is this boring, you just have to talk about something, okay? Juik suggests we talk about Time Magazine. If that wasn't what you were suggesting, then why did you put time in all caps? That's the only possible explanation. My computer is slightly struggling. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to check whether anything weird is running.
I mean,
no.
Struggling to play Ultima 4 for the whatever console this is for.
Commodore 128. It's struggling to record.
It's struggling to play Ultima 4 on the Commodore 128. There's not enough memory.
Look, dual 2080 Supers and 64 gigabytes of RAM is just not sufficient for Ultima 5,
exactly,
okay?
Exactly.
Look,
I mean, if it was programmed like City Skylines 2, then maybe it wouldn't be.
One of the most recent times that I went to Twitter before I went, oh, Twitter is hell now, I don't want anything to do with it. I saw somebody's, like, response to a response to a response to a response. Just, like, not even somebody I follow. It just, like, popped up because Twitter is hell now. That was saying, like, if you get a modern game and you expect it to run it all on a 10-year-old graphics card, then you're the problem. And it's like, I can see... I can see the argument there, but it's just like, shut up, just shut up. Yeah, if you expect to get Ultima 5 working on a 5-year-old graphics card, let's not be ridiculous.
Exactly. Now don't forget to save between battles.
It would be very cool to have a 6502 coprocessor. I'll bet they make 6502s fast enough that you could even, like, run it in warp speed if the emulator was somehow set up to be able to just move it to that processor. It must be that even the fastest 6502 ever made is still slower than you can emulate a 6502 on a modern CPU. It just has to be.
So now, yeah, go northeast if you don't remember.
Yeah. And then there's like a cave line there, and I might heal Katrina.
Katrina, Magia.
What? I was really trying to guess where that was going, and I never would have guessed.
I think Magyar was wrong. I think it's Moya. Kalinka is.
Yeah, no, I got okay. I got the reference. I was just confused. Okay, so let's walk all the way around this godforsaken lake.
Well, you're not going to be able to walk all the way around it, but yeah, explore all the shores of it as much as you can.
Yeah, because that's a river up there, right? So
yes, but it might be up the river some
yeah,
ways
it could
for
be
all
up
we
the
know.
river for all we know. And I can go up the river here, but I don't see anything that looks like a bit. And it doesn't look like, except with Blink, I can get any further here. Hello, Joshua. Welcome.
That's concerning.
But I didn't go to the east side of the lake, so
Yeah,
do we have
I
to
feel
go
like you
there
have
to fail
looked at
first?
the east side before, but
No,
maybe not well enough.
No. All I did was go east from the south of the lake, so I would have only seen a tiny bit of the east side of the lake.
I mean, I would feel like if they landed the boat, it would be on the east side of the lake, since that's the direction towards which you found the corpses.
We're just gonna fight this battle while all being poisoned. It'll be completely fine.
Mallow de la Nimbus.
Van Whitman suggests we're soft-locked. I choose not to believe that. That's what I was going to do between streams. Recover a save that I could definitely recover from.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't feel very good, Mr. Stark. That was a reference!
What's that weird thing? That weird shoreline thing that's going on there.
I think it's either a misselected tile or they're just trying to make it look like a little sort of peninsulet.
This is very concerning.
Shrek, I'm not going to edit save games. I mean, I'm sure they can be edited, but this isn't the Bard's Tale.
Because I don't even know, like, even if you... I guess no. I guess if you followed this course instead of the course late... It's just so annoying that it would be like, here's this giant hint. We have this diary for you. Follow the diary, and then following the diary soft locks you. That's stupid.
That's very Ultima is what that is. That is profoundly Ultima. That is some of the most Ultima stuff I have ever heard. I think we reload the save. Unless there's something else you think I should be exploring around here.
I'm looking and I see something where it may be possible to do several blinks to get out of here. It may be, in fact, that there looks pretty suspicious to me.
I was thinking that I could blink north from the river we were just at.
That would not help you that much. You could, but then you would be in another area where... I mean, you'd ultimately get to that giant lake, but from that giant lake...
From that giant link
there's not,
to the past.
There's not really a super blinkable area. I think probably the best option is to reload. But this is the thing. Here's the thing. If you do what I'm about to suggest you do, then I'm going to have to guide you, and me guiding you using a map seems like something that shouldn't be necessary.
Do we know that... okay, yeah, this is the underworld. There was an overworld map. There wouldn't have been an underworld map, probably?
Yeah, there's not, as far as I can tell. I mean, I've found some overworld or some underworld maps, and that's what I'm using, obviously. But...
If it's not clearly a scan of a cloth map, then there was no underworld map. Please remember Remembrance Day, says Druk in chat. It is Remembrance Day. Remember the 11th of November. Did you remember Mallow?
The 11th? No.
It's almost as if that's not a thing in America. There is this way left of here that we didn't do. which is nothing.
Yes, I could have told you that.
Okay, lead me.
Okay, we're gonna try the blink strategy first, I guess?
Yeah.
Go east of the lake in the swamp and follow the wall. Follow the left wall. But not up the river.
But not up the river. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a single spider that we just can't seem to kill.
Are you suggesting this spider's not married?
I mean, if it was married, then its spiderly spouse was not there.
Its spiderly spouse is now widowed, is what I think. Oh, this is the spiderly
This is
spouse.
the spouse, yeah. The spouse is... I mean, it's still true that the spouse is now widowed, but they'll be together again soon enough.
Under the ground.
Really
I guess
trying...
you're not marrying them.
I'm not... I mean... I could just be crushing them so violently that they do still end up under the ground. I was trying to find some kind of joke around Black Widow Spider, and I just didn't seem to work out in my head. Whereas that was a thruple of spiders, of course. That's it's normal in spider society. Don't judge.
Yeah. I mean, I think the average size of a unit in any animal society is correlates with the number of legs. So so you know the number of teats thing for a litter.
Yeah, I was having the exact same thought. The number of legs correlates with the size of. What is the general term?
A family unit. I don't know.
Polypal.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Polycule. That's the general term.
So
the size of polycule correlates with the
spiders on average have 8, actually. So that the couple we found was actually quite the kinky situation.
That's right. These jerks possess you, which isn't actually as big of a problem as it should be, but still sucks. I don't want to know the size of a spider's unit, Mallow, says Chwick in chat. I mean, spiders can't have external genitalia. No way. I absolutely refuse to believe it.
I literally just saw a video on this the other day.
You perv.
One clade has, I think they're called pedipalps, where they
I have
basically
heard the term pedipalp.
Where they basically they create a ball of semen and web, and then they grab it with their pedipalp and stick it in the female underneath, so that they don't have to put their whole body.
Right, but it's just like a modified pincer or something, isn't it? Like it's
something
just
like that.
It's just a normal body part that's been modified.
Yeah.
Which
Jwook says pedipalp, dick, and foot, which is yes, exactly that.
I mean, similarly, like octopodes have, their penis leg, but it's only a penis in the sense that it's the leg what the sex parts are on. So,
right. In the case of the pedipalp, it's not even where the sex parts are. It's just the appendage used to deliver the semen.
I mean, I have a long-standing, well-established interest in comparative sexual anatomy, Chuck. Did you know that scorpions carry their young? Scorpions give live birth. I mean, honestly, the male anatomy is usually extremely boring unless it's seahorses. It's you know, it's the many different ways of carrying and not carrying and raising and not raising young that is the fascinating part. Echidnas lay eggs and then put them back in. They lay eggs and then they return them to their buddies.
A kangaroo and a few worms.
Well, I mean, the only sort of interest with hyenas, Master Dragon, is that females have essentially mimicry of male anatomy. It's not really that they're, you know, they're just mammals. So in terms of the actual like sex bits, they just you know, they have uteruses and pregnancy, whatever.
Hyena, hyena, hyena moya.
This is like, was it XKCD that like found all the Wikipedia articles that had the right pattern of emphasis for da 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 da. I mean, Master Dragon, like, unfortunately, death from giving birth is, like, pretty damn common in the animal kingdom. I mean, it was particularly bad in humans because we got them big old brains and them not particularly larger than any other ape pelvises. Yeah, I mean, yeah, giving birth is quite a dramatic experience for all animals that give birth. And Mallow can't hear me anymore. I mean, I was having just like so many technical issues. Things still are behaving very weirdly for me. Like I'm having weird spikes of. Oh yeah, and my all my USB just detached again, and my face froze, wonderful. And I'm having no technical problems. Is the important part?
No technical problems.
None. Maybe I should buy a new computer. I shared the wrong window, but it'll be fine. And
you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you. And is this actually recording? The answer is definitely probably not. Oh wait, maybe it is.
On WeCaster's recording.
No, it's OBS recording is what I was.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Maybe. It says it is. If the stream is going, we can always use the stream as a backup. And all my USB just vanished again, so I'm assuming Mallow can't hear me now.
This time it's working. Just your USB this time.
Okay, what is happening to my computer? Maybe it is time to get a new computer. Maybe this is one of those situations where it's like, I know something is wrong, but it is genuinely not worth the time for me to figure out what.
Especially since you wanted to upgrade it anyway.
Well, I mean, I only wanted to upgrade because I don't have enough VRAM to Mama Pepperoni, effectively.
That is the best reason to upgrade your computer, yes.
I need more video RAM for Mama Pepperoni. Mama Pepperoni demands more video RAM.
It's only one of Mama Pepperoni's many demands.
Oh, Mama Pepperoni makes many, many demands, of which this is one of them. That was a poison trap, but I don't even care, because I'm already poisoned and now almost dead. Mama Pepperoni is never gross. How dare you suggest that, Trick? So, I have to tag all of the Mama Pepperoni tweets. If you look at the Mastodon page for Mama Pepperoni, you'll see that most of the time it's tagged either sexually suggestive, cannibalistic, or both. But sometimes I tag it as gross or just plain weird. Mama Pepperoni is on Mastodon. Joik. That's the important part.
And nobody else is.
That is 100% true. Maybe I should put Mama Pepperoni on Blue Sky. That's what it's called. Okay, I am on the east side of the lake.
Now go north until you find the mountains, and then follow the mountains to the east.
Follow the mountains to the east, okay? North. Always into the north. But, like, don't go into the cave or anything, just go along the wall.
Not the first one, but actually you do want to go into the second inroad, which is going to be more of a grassy knoll.
Speclad, I tried to put Mama Pepperoni on Tumblr. Tumblr seems like perhaps the most appropriate possible place for Mama Pepperoni, but either Tumblr's API support is just plain botched, or, like, I don't get it, because I I couldn't get it to even bring me to the point of being able to approve API access. Oh, sorry, yeah, you wanted me to go in there, didn't you?
Yes, if you can.
I certainly can. It looks like I can.
Okay. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell what are, like, actual tiles that you can step on.
Oh, I should definitely cure my horrendous poison at this point.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be anywhere that's going to poison you anymore, unless there might be one other place, but it's a little ways away. This is assuming this blink strategy is even going to work.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that you can blink over tall mountains. That's the first challenge.
Which, if the previous game is any suggestion, I definitely cannot.
So once you reach you're almost there. Once you reach the northernmost sort of curve of this cave, then go as far west as you can, and once you reach the northwesternmost curve of the cave, then we're going to try blinking north.
But first, I have so much of this crap to do.
You could even sleep to recover your magic points and health.
I'm going to sleep to recover my magic points after using Vosmani to recover my health. Okay, so now the only one who could possibly have enough magic points for this doesn't. Yep, okay. Will sleep recover my magic points, asked Rook in chat. I mean, technically yes, but any number times 0 is 0 is the problem, so. Just sleep over and over again. Shamino doesn't get to sleep.
Sleep until it works. It worked!
Okay, and it does look like we fully recover magic, which is good.
That's makes it to where healing before sleeping is super.
So
okay,
is it
right
here? Yeah, okay.
Yes. Try blinking north from here.
And blink
it's about like
is
5-ish tiles to the north where you're trying to blink to.
And blink is...
If you want me to look it up.
I'm looking it up.
Chart of spells. Blink is Inpour. IP.
Okay,
Internet
and
protocol.
everything is falling apart again. What is happening? I'm not doing anything, computer!
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. But, like, the encoder just dropped to 20 FPS and is saying encoding overloaded.
Why would the... Oh, maybe you can't share your screen with me then. Try not sharing your screen with me.
Yeah.
I can just watch it on the feed. I will have to just watch it on the feed, I should say.
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. It's nothing to do with interwebs, Drug. Oop. Everything's fine, everything's great, no problems at all.
Everything's Zen, everything's Zen. I don't think so.
Failed!
You can climb north one tile, right?
I mean, it's a little bit hard to tell because Oh, yeah, I can definitely climb north one. Yeah, now I'm just stuck here.
You're not going to be able to climb. I know that, but, like, you could try one more blink if you want.
I assume, because, like, I can climb east and then north, so I assume that just north of there's more hell.
Yeah, let me triple check, but I'm pretty sure I checked before and everything was blocked in. Yeah. In fact, let me look at this other map, this 1 pixel map.
We're trapped! We're trapped!
Okay.
No, it's not okay.
What about... Man, if they want you to do this...
Oh, they do.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try this. After you get done with the battle. We're gonna try going... you know, the big swampy area.
Yeah.
And then you go through that little cave on the west and you get to that big grassy area, right?
I mean, that's the opposite of the direction that I actually went, but yes.
I know. That's the direction that's the only direction left I can see to even try at this point. We're gonna try blinking across a river, basically.
I mean, I was assuming that that's what would be involved, because this game is hell.
Even if you do that, let me see. There's only one place that you could possibly do that here. Even if you do that, then you're going to have to climb there. And then you could walk there.
You know, surely one of the many guides says how you're expected to get out of hell.
I know how you're, or I think I know how you're expected to get out of hell. I think. But it's not something that you have access to at the moment.
Well, then is the answer I'm not supposed to be in hell right now?
I mean, not necessarily.
Sounding a lot like I'm not supposed to be in hell right now.
Maybe. The other problem is a lot of the guides. Well, let me look up a guide again.
Alzarath, yeah, I am in hell. This area is the underworld. The question is, am I supposed to be here? Can I ever leave? Did I make a terrible, terrible error a stream and a half ago? If the issue, Droik, is that this entire game is hell, then that mistake was made like 12 streams ago.
Yeah, you're probably not supposed to be in hell yet. I mean, we can still try to get you out if you want.
But you probably so if I was at this point in the game and I was just playing blindly, I would have assumed exactly, Speclad. So glad I took the time. I would have just assumed that I was missing something, and that I would find later either the advice or the information.
Then let's load a previous save.
I love loading previous saves.
That's why I was saying I could still try to guide you.
But
But yes, I agree. Like, me guiding you would be sort of cheaty, I think.
No. It's not even that. It's that it's not going to work.
I mean, the only way it won't work is if you can't blink over rivers.
You can definitely blink over rivers.
Then I think it will work. Let me just follow this thought through. Because you could get over to here. From here, could you get out? That's the question. Yes. There's one spot there. Ooh. Maybe not. Okay. So I followed that line of logic forward